Whew, what a way to start off Vlogmas, am I right? Hello people of the internet, Sam here, thanks for dropping by. So you've already seen the title of the video, so I think I'm gonna have to make myself a cup for this one. Much better. So if you have been on the internet for the past few weeks, you've probably been hearing a lot about net neutrality and hopefully know a little something about it, but if not, basically what it means, it's about making sure that internet service providers do not favor or block different websites or applications regardless of where it's coming from. Without these laws, it makes it to where companies are able to block or throttle, slow down websites that they see fit. And basically, to put in short terms, big businesses, big internet service providers, namely, they benefit if you don't have net neutrality laws, whereas everyday people and smaller businesses and that kind of thing, and even larger businesses too, they benefit if you do have net neutrality laws because it allows for free and open internet, which is nice. Which is what millions of Americans have been asking for, but as you may have already heard, net neutrality has been repealed. So what's next? So I had that question myself of what's next, because surely this isn't the be-all end-all, that's it's over kind of thing. There has to be something more that citizens can do to try and get this back. So I ended up first looking it up on this app that I wanted to tell you all about. You're seeing it on the screen right now, and that is Countable. So Countable is basically this app that is all about staying politically engaged. You can keep up with specific issues that are going on, as well as all of the bills that your representatives are about to vote on or just voted on. But what's good about this is it not only tells you about what's going on, but it helps you easily connect with your representative so that you can make your voice heard. It allows you to easily call, message, video message, as well as share on social media different issues that are going on so you can get the word out. And it can even, if you sign up for it, send you notifications about what's going on, what just passed. So I really like this app because it helps keep everything in one spot, because sometimes if you're looking through different news outlets and Twitter feeds, A, you can get overwhelmed by everything going on and it's hard to keep up with it all, and B, sometimes things that are really important to you kind of fall through the cracks of the news cycle, so this app kind of helps with both of it. And I am in no way sponsored by this app, that should be apparent by the number of subscribers, but wanted to talk about this while talking about net neutrality, because I feel like it is very important for keeping up to date while not getting too overwhelmed. And the reason why I bring this app up is because there was a nice little article right in the feed talking about what's next for net neutrality, what we can be keeping an eye out on. And the first thing are actually legal challenges that are being made by the group Free Press, as well as various organizations that are joining them, and they are actually suing the FCC over the repeal of net neutrality, so they are going kind of the legal route of it. And secondly, and this is where people like you and me can step in, there is legislation that has been introduced in the past and could be reintroduced again if enough citizens ask their representatives for this, and it is the Save Net Neutrality Act. There have been renewed calls for Congress to get involved with it, and there have been Democrats, Independents, and Republicans who have all said that they support net neutrality, so there is hope for that. But the only way that this bill is going to be able to go forward, instead of kind of being dead in its tracks like it's currently been, is to call up your representatives and say you want this bill to be looked at, you want it to be voted on. And that's where we are at right now. So basically, like with many political issues, it is about contacting your representatives. I would suggest specifically contacting your senators about this, because that is where it's most likely to begin. But of course, with the House of Representatives, you can also say, you know, call and say, if this bill passes, I also want you to pass it, that kind of thing. But yeah, besides contacting your representatives, there's also kind of a waiting game to see where this all will go, where the suing will go, what happens with that, whether Senate will actually look at this bill and potentially pass it, and also keeping up to date with the news and hopefully them keeping an eye on big companies and seeing with internet service providers, what are they doing? More than likely, we are not going to see any immediate changes as a result. This is an issue that kind of happens over a longer period of time, so by the point issues actually really begin, that's when it's going to be too late to try and get back net neutrality, because it'll have been too long. So that is all I wanted to talk about with this video. I know it is not particularly festive, especially for Vlogmas. But I just got done with finals. I wanted to jump into kind of a 12 days of Vlogmas thing, and this vote happened this morning, and I felt like I would be remiss if I did not talk about it, because we are here on the internet. The internet's the whole reason why you're able to see this video in the first place. So yeah, it is still relevant. Anything related to the internet is always relevant, any time of year. So before you start drowning in all of that Christmas cheer, just send your representative a quick message, quick call, however you want to do it. Here is one way that you can do it, especially if you get anxiety with phone calls. This makes it easier. The only thing is if too many people use it at once, it can be difficult for those to get through in a timely fashion. But I'm one of those people where I get terrified making phone calls, and so it helps me when I'm having one of those days where it's just too much and I can't make a phone call. I do that instead. So that is all for now. I promise the rest of these videos are going to be way more festive, or at least most of them are going to be more festive. Can't make promises about all of them. But till the next one, I hope you have a very joyful, restful holiday season. Bye.